Do you ever wake up feeling heavy, puffy, bloated, or as if your joints have become tighter overnight? Maybe your fingers feel swollen in the morning, your knees feel stiff when you first get out of bed, or your stomach feels uncomfortable, even though you did not eat anything unusual. For many people, these small morning signs are the body's way of saying that inflammation may be quietly building in the background. Today, I want to share a very simple nighttime habit that uses just one tiny pinch of a green powder, and when used correctly, it may help support your body's natural inflammatory balance while you sleep. Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Carter, a functional health physician in the United States, and I help people understand how daily habits, food choices, sleep, stress, and natural nutrients can affect long-term wellness. Now, inflammation is not always bad. In fact, your body uses inflammation to heal injuries and fight infections. But when inflammation stays active for too long, it can begin to affect your digestion, your joints, your energy, your blood sugar, your immune system, and even the way you feel when you wake up in the morning. Many people try to fix this with complicated routines, expensive supplements, or extreme diets, but sometimes the most helpful habit is small, simple, and consistent. The green powder I'm talking about is moringa powder. Moringa has become popular because it comes from the leaves of the moringa tree, a plant that has been used in traditional wellness practices for a long time. The leaves naturally contain antioxidants and plant compounds that may help the body handle oxidative stress. Moringa also provides nutrients such as vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, magnesium, and iron, which are all important for energy, immune support, and cellular repair. Another reason many people are interested in moringa is that it may support healthier blood sugar response after meals. And this matters because large blood sugar and insulin swings at night can make the body feel more inflamed, more restless, and more sluggish the next morning. But here is the problem. A lot of people try moringa and feel no difference at all. Some even feel worse, not because moringa is useless, but because they are using the wrong quality, the wrong amount, or the wrong timing. The first mistake is buying poor quality moringa. True moringa powder should be made mainly from the leaves, not from random parts of the plant mixed together. If the powder is old, overheated, badly stored, or mixed with stems, it may lose much of its value. A good moringa powder usually has a fresh green color. If it looks dull, muddy, very dark, or brownish, that may be a sign that it is old or poorly processed. The second mistake is taking too much. Some people see moringa as a superfood, so they start adding 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, even 3 teaspoons every day. But more is not always better. Too much moringa can irritate the stomach, create digestive discomfort, loosen the bowels, or make bloating worse in sensitive people. The third mistake is taking it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Many people believe that anything natural should be taken before breakfast, but moringa can be strong for the gut when the stomach is empty. Also, early in the morning, your insulin is not usually rising from a meal, so you may not get the same benefit that you would get when it is taken with food. That is why I prefer what I call the one-pinch dinner method. This method is very simple. After you finish dinner, take one small pinch of moringa powder. A pinch means the amount that fits between your thumb and your first two fingers. It is much less than a teaspoon, roughly around 1/16 of a teaspoon. I know that sounds tiny, and many people will think, how can such a small amount do anything? But with herbs and concentrated plant powders, the goal is not to overwhelm the body. The goal is to give a gentle signal that your body can actually tolerate. Add that small pinch into a cup of warm water, not boiling water, because very hot water may reduce some of the delicate plant compounds. Just warm water is enough. Stir it well and drink it shortly after dinner, ideally about 1 to 2 hours before bed. This timing matters. After dinner, your blood sugar and insulin naturally rise. If that rise is too sharp or lasts too long, it may contribute to overnight inflammation, poor sleep quality, morning stiffness, and that heavy feeling in the body. Taking a tiny amount of moringa with or right after your evening meal may help support a smoother after-meal response. But you do not want to take it right before lying down, because for some sensitive people, taking herbs too close to bedtime may affect digestion, cortisol rhythm, or sleep comfort. That is why the sweet spot is after dinner, but not at the exact moment you are going to sleep. Another reason this nighttime method can be helpful is that your body does a lot of repair work while you sleep. Your liver, digestive system, immune system, and cells are all working quietly overnight. Moringa provides minerals and antioxidant compounds that may support this natural repair process. But remember, this is not a magic cure. You should not expect to take one pinch tonight and wake up tomorrow feeling completely different. This is a slow and subtle habit. Most people who respond well notice changes after 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. The first things they may notice are less morning bloating, easier movement when getting out of bed, less stiffness in the hands or knees, a lighter feeling in the stomach, and a little more energy in the morning. But it only works if the rest of your lifestyle is not working against it. If dinner is very high in sugar, fried foods, alcohol, or late-night snacks, one pinch of moringa will not erase all of that. Think of it as a small helper, not a replacement for good habits. Also, if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, taking blood sugar medication, blood pressure medication, blood thinners, thyroid medication, or you have a medical condition, talk with your healthcare provider before using moringa regularly. Natural does not always mean safe for everyone. Start small, pay attention to your body, and stop if it causes discomfort. Reducing inflammation is not about one single ingredient. It is about steady daily choices, better sleep, less processed food, enough protein, gentle movement, hydration, stress control, and the right nutrients. But this one small habit, just one pinch of moringa in warm water after dinner, may be a simple step that helps your body feel calmer overnight and lighter in the morning. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who wakes up stiff, bloated, or tired. Because sometimes the smallest habits are the ones people can actually stay consistent with.